am here with celebrity fitness instructor, health and wellness coach, DeBlair Tate. How are you?
Oh, hey, Christy.
Hey. I just introduced you momentarily, but you are a woman of many, many titles. You are also a fitness model. You are also an entrepreneur and an active military trainer.
Yes.
So you do a lot. You do a lot, and I want to get into everything. I know you're originally from Mississippi, but you're based out in Atlanta, Georgia. Tell us how you got into fitness and how did that become a lifestyle? And then also, were you always active and in shape?
So I'll answer the second part of the question first. So yes, I was always active because I was an athlete. I played sports my entire life. But this fitness journey was an accident, actually. It was just what I always did. But when I moved to Atlanta, I was just hustling because I left Mississippi because of the storm.
Right.
I had moved and was living down on the coast. So I moved to Atlanta and got me a full-time job as a loan officer. And then I was like, this is not going to work. So I ended up getting a part-time job at this gym that it wasn't even built yet. It was just dirt, but they were taking memberships. I was a salesperson.
Right.
So from there, I worked there. And once the gym got built, I just got exposed to that life and people were coming in, and I worked at the smoothie bar. And my trainer at the time, he was my trainer for years. He came in and just was like, have you ever thought about doing fitness competitions? And I was like, no,
Yeah.
So that's how it started. So they convinced me, the story, they convinced me to kind of start doing shows. So I actually started competing in fitness competitions before I got into, getting my certifications, training, and all of that. So everything just kind of like fell in place from there.
I love it. I love it. Now, DeBlair, let's get into DeBlair Fitness. Please tell us more about the 6-week challenge prep. What does it entail? How do we register? Because your site, you don't just give standard regimens. There is customized meal preps. There are wellness workshops. There is personal, virtual, and one-on-one training. Tell us, what can we expect?
So it's called the 8-Figure Body Program, and it's been going on for about 2 years. So when I decided to move away from physical, personal, one-on-one training, I still wanted to be able to help people. So I came up with a program where I'm able to help anybody across wherever they are. And
Right.
I'm just your coach. The only thing I'm not doing is I'm physically not there. But just like you said, Chrissy, it's personalized. Yes, it's personalized meal plans customized to you. So the great thing about it is it's not just a one package. I have this package and everybody gets it. I actually have one-on-one conversation with you, and these conversations get very, very challenging, and people get vulnerable and it's emotional because I help you realize some things in your life. So I'm coaching you, trying to make sure you're prepared because this 6 weeks is real. So we don't just tackle health and wellness or whatever. I'm also a life coach. So we tackle just life issues, what you have going on. Because I have people that, they had people that pass away in their family during that time. And that's the time we kind of fall off and just kind of start not doing what we're supposed to do, not still taking care of ourselves. So I teach people how to be resilient and still move through all that through the program, like health, wellness, life, the whole 9 yards. So it's not just about working out, eating good. It's just about that whole self.
Right. I love it. Now, I noticed on the website and also on your social media, you have tons of client reviews. And one thing I noticed is that the women who are speaking, they really do represent your mothers, your wives, your everyday career working woman, which is technically still all three. And they all share similar experiences and not just you changing their weight, they're losing weight, but also their lifestyle. So what has been the most rewarding part about seeing someone not only physically change, but mentally, emotionally bloom?
I've helped somebody that was on the verge of committing suicide. Yes. So I had somebody that came into my program. They did not they wouldn't even show themselves on camera. It was very, very tough. And it was almost to the point where I felt like I wouldn't be able to help. I was thinking like, God, I know you brought me here to do this, but this is tough. I just really had to pray really hard because I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. I only speak life experiences, what my life coaching is. And it was just really, really hard. And I almost gave up. I cried on that. This is the first time I ever cried. I was like, God, I do not know what to do. I feel like I'm at my wit's end. You've never given me this type of challenge. And I actually was able to help the person. They're doing better now. And, we've had our breakthroughs, our testimonials. And I was just like, I did not even do this. I prayed so hard. Like, it was definitely God speaking through me because I didn't know if I was going to be able to make that one happen. So that one made me nervous. So that was it was so hard. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So wow. Even from the spiritual standpoint, because when you do lose the weight, I'm sure you're losing stress, you're gaining energy, but I really believe you really are what you eat and what you consume. So when you do lose the weight, you really do drop off, just not physical weight, but also like battles and
so a lot of people think the way they are because of the mental part. Like that, there's no health without mental health. I don't care, even if you're small or whatever the case may be, if your insides is not right, if you don't love yourself and believe in yourself, there's no meal plan, health plan, or anything that's going to help you.
Yeah, no, that's real. What do you say to clients who might be intimidated by the gym? They want to lose weight, but they don't want to work out. They just want to diet. Are there specific programs for those who might be just a little bit uncomfortable with physically like weights or working out because maybe they get out of breath easily?
Right. First of all, that's my program caters to that. People that are intimidated by going to the gym because a lot of people don't know what to do, or they don't want people looking at them because they feel like they look weird. They're worried about what somebody else says. So even with my program, you don't have to go anywhere. If you want me to design you workouts that's customized for your house or outside, whatever the case may be, but I'll answer that as well. So I suggest getting a professional to help you if you're intimidated by the gym. Whether it's like because you don't know what to do with the workouts or whatever, I suggest hiring somebody to help you. I'm all about hiring people that know what to do, somebody to give you direction. If you're intimidated because of your own personal beliefs or whatever, that's that mental part that you really need to go and seek help because you may not be able to do it by yourself. So find somebody that you can trust, a coach or a friend or somebody that can help guide you so you can feel more confident.
Yes, and to find out more, you need to also register at DeBlairFitness.net.
Yes.
Now I'm looking at you and I'm like, I just said, hello, fitness instructor, celebrity fitness instructor, active military trainer. How do you maintain a work-life balance? Like, thank you for making this time to speak, but you're even on vacation. How do you, with all of these titles, and that was just a few. We didn't even get into the authoring part, y'all. So how do you do it all?
So it was hard in the beginning. So like I said, everything in life is a challenge and this is a lesson. So when I first started out on the journey, it was all work. So I did not have that work-life balance. It was a big issue with my family because I was always gone. I was hustling or whatever. I thought I was doing what I was supposed to do by supporting, but I was missing out on that piece, which is a priority. It's like family. So I had to learn that throughout the time, and it took me losing for me to wake up and realize that I had to transition. That's why I kind of like moved away from physically training because I'm always there, training this celebrity, training this client, training this person, or speaking here and doing that. And it was just consuming me. It was consuming me on top of all the other things that I had going on. So I was never home. Yeah. So now my boundaries are so strong. Like my just whole foundation, everybody doesn't have access to me. And my schedule is very, very strict, you know what I mean? And I control more of what I do. So I'm able to kind of, spend time and prioritize with my family more. And when it's work, it's work. But when it's time for my family, my boundaries are tough.
Right. No, I love it. Now, you are based out in Atlanta, Georgia, which some might know for, certain residents having larger derrieres. is there a downside to just relying on plastic surgery alone to get a desired hourglass body?
So to that, I mean, I was actually going to have a conversation on Tuesday about that. So to that is to each his own, and I don't know what makes people do what they do, but I just feel personally for that, what does it look like in the long run? As long as it makes you happy and you're doing it for you, hey, it is what it is. I don't give people advice unless they ask me for it. I don't give them my opinion on what I think they should do. I don't say, hey, I don't think you should go get this surgery. If I'll ask you, like, what are you trying to accomplish? What is your ultimate goal? And then I'll give you options, but I never try to discourage you from doing what you want to do. Yeah. And if it's something that's doable, because some people, you know, they've had the kids and they want the bummy makeover, or it's like a self-conscious thing. But if you're doing it for attention or whatever the case may be, I have my opinion about that, because you shouldn't allow others to dictate how you feel about yourself. And a lot of that comes with self-esteem and things like that. So I just try to really be careful with that subject, because there's a lot of that going on. And I don't want to come off as being judgmental, because, you know, people decide to do what they're going to do for whatever reason, and they'll live with that decision. And some people are coming out now. I don't know if you saw the documentary with K. Michelle.
I am watching that now on Lifetime, Killer Body.
Right. So some people are coming forward and they're sharing their testimony, but we still currently have people today that are still going to do it. And everybody has their own reasons as to why. And some of it is like a self-esteem thing. Some of it is like they legit want to just be more fulfilling with how they look at themselves in the mirror. And that all comes with like mental health and self-esteem.
Right. But regardless of what you get done, you still need to work out to maintain this look.
Absolutely.
So, are there any specific workouts that you would recommend for those who are trying to maintain or get an actual, a natural hourglass?
Workouts are half the battle. What they eat is the big battle. So you can work out, you know, all you want and not eat right. And, you know what I'm saying, you will mess yourself up a little more. If you just eat right and do like the basic stuff, your cardio, your squats and things like that, it just depends on what you got done. You know, like if you got a BBL or whatever, of course you want to focus on that particular area, but you definitely want to make sure you're having, you know, eating a well-balanced diet to go into that. You can't be eating fast foods all the time and barely working out, because it's going to show. So you going to get the surgery is counterproductive, because you're back at square one.